Shalom, shalom. I want to start, of course, all honor and glory. I want to start. I'll make sure this live real quick. Slacky. Alright, I want to start off, of course, giving all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of great millstone who rule well, teach well, and sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude men, women, and children, that the Lord have mercy on these last days. Brother Chadash coming back with a quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright. Now, the title of this lesson is The Boogeyman Wants Your Mind. Alright, the Boogeyman wants your mind. Alright. And we all know who the Boogeyman is. Alright. Let's start off with the scripture real quick. Before I get that. As a man thinketh, right? Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. All right. So as a man thinketh in his heart, okay, when you go into the word heart in the Hebrew is lab, which means the mind. So as a man thinketh, because your heart did not think. So as a man thinketh in his mind, so is he. And the boogeyman knows this. So the boogeyman wants your what? Your mental, your psyche. Okay. It says, eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. So the thing that we focus on and that we eat, okay, is these scriptures, all right? The scriptures tell us in Wisdom of Solomon 9, all right? Oh, that's not, okay. Wisdom of Solomon 9, just real quick. And I want to play this video of the boogeyman, all right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 9, in the last verse. It says, for so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom. You see? So, Shalom, Hakodash, Brakatash, Thawada, because I didn't know if this was working, because they usually don't let me do it, but for some reason it worked. All praise to Yahweh Shah. All right, so we are saved through wisdom. And the boogeyman know that. So as a man thinketh, so is he. You know, what you eat in your mind, because you eat spiritual food. And what you eat, you become it. Okay, so if you every day you continue to reap corruption and all you see is death, okay, and you watch these music videos, you know, Jake be doing, you know, you have a deaf culture, you know, around you constantly, man, you become that. All right, and this boogeyman knows that, man. Okay, the scriptures tell you is I'm gonna get one more and I'm gonna play this video. All right, because the word meta is actually in the scriptures. Before I get that, because it means a couple different things. It means something in Spanish, it means something in Hebrew, it means something in the Greek, right? Damn, I forgot I was about to get. Because, let me just get this real quick. Job 10:21. It says, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. So if the place we dwell, the light is as darkness, how can you trust the boogeyman in anything he say? You can't trust him. You can't believe in the scriptures say, never. Okay, you go into that word, it means it means a plethora of things, but the gist of it is what? Never trust thy enemy. Never trust thy enemy. No, not never. Okay? As iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. As soon as he is born, he go away from as soon as he is born, wickedness is portrayed, man. Okay? As soon as he's born, man, the wicked is estranged from the womb. And he speak lies as soon as he is born, man. Alright, so this is the boogeyman, man. Let me play a little snippet of this, man. I might not play the whole thing. Obviously, it's 12 minutes. But obviously, you see the name of the title. You understand? And you can go into this video yourself.
In October 2021, CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced he was changing Facebook's name to Meta and expanding its borders into the metaverse.
What is the metaverse?
Metaverse. In the metaverse.
The metaverse will be the successor to the mobile internet.
The company promises a new reality, full of avatars and futuristic worlds.
Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse. I want to share what we imagine is possible.
Now, Salakia, you got to remember that his whole agenda, remember, is to live forever. Okay? See, he's trying to bring a NWO. Okay? He's trying to establish a reset. Okay? So that he can live forever. But because he know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the one that's actually pushing the reset so that we can live forever. You know? This is what the boogeyman does, man. The boogeyman is gruesome. He drools at the mouth. He stinks. He has an odor, right? He dwells in darkness and he attack you. He come out to kill. That's the boogeyman. You know?
It comes as other billionaires are venturing into new realms. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk have poured billions into space projects. I want to thank
All right, Salaki, one more thing. That's another thing. Why are these so-called billionaires is putting money into you know, these space programs to try to what? To try to figure out when that's another thing. They built this gigantic telescope, okay, that can supposedly see way more than they ever seen in the history of telescoping. And they're doing that to try, they want to keep a close watch, right? Because they call them, they're portraying to be the angels of light, right? So therefore they're trying to be, they're portraying themselves to be watchmen, right? So they're watching when the Lord is coming, okay? They're everything you are, Israel. Damn, everybody want to blow the phone up. Everything you are, Israel, right? They're trying to be, you know? So when they're watching, because they know their time is short, according to Revelation chapter 12 and 12, right? They know they have a short time, so he must move with urgency. Okay, you had Elon Musk say that he said him implanting that what is it? You know, we gotta be careful with our words. Him planting that cootie, okay, in one's mental, okay. He said it should have been done. Okay, he said it should have been done in 2020, 2021. You know? So these monsters, they're trying to push, they're pushing, man. You know?
Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this.
But as these businessmen expand their territories, there are growing concerns about how their technologies are impacting the world.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
On January 6th, the group of Trump supporters violently stormed the U.S. Capitol building.
I was at risk of being stripped of and killed with my own firearm, as I heard chants of killing with his own gun.
Documents leaked by whistleblower Francis Haugen shone a new light on how...
Right, so, I mean, this video go into a few things, but for the sake of time, we're going to go into this word real quick. All right, so let's go to Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, okay, in their right hand or in their mental. Okay, now when you go into this word, And I'm saying mental for a reason, okay?
Strong's G 3359. Metopon. Metopon.
Right, metopon. So it says the space between the eyes, the mind, okay? Now you go into the root word of this is meta.
Strong's G 3326. Meta. Meta.
Con. And then it says with, after, behind. Okay, so he's trying to live beyond. You see? He's trying to live beyond. Okay, as you see, I'm going to play it again.
Strong's G 3326. Meta.
Right.
Meta.
There you have it. Okay, let's go into it. It says, they got a bunch of things, but it says properly denoting a mid. It says what is joined. So as you heard in the beginning of the video, okay, this video here, it said that they're trying to let's play it back.
In October 2021, CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced he was changing Facebook's name to Meta and expanding its borders into the metaverse.
What is the metaverse?
Right, so they're trying to like you got these shows like Upload. Brothers should check that out. Upload, and I forgot the other one I'm recommending to brothers. You got Upload, obviously you got Black Mirror, and you got these different shows, because what Esau do is that he prophesied on the left hand side. You understand? He prophesies on the left hand side. Okay, which is with his witches and his grand wizards, you know, and he tell you what he's going to do, because remember, he's trying to play God, so he has to do it like that, you know, or else, you know, he's not being a I should say a perfect fake God, if that makes sense, you know. So he has to study us. The scriptures say he search out a diligent search. Okay, this man meditate on how to be us, take us down, keep us down, be the Most High, day in, day out, you know, all through his life, man. He teaches children as they're young. He teach them how to go about. He give them the blueprint. So Meta, the boogeyman wants your mind, okay? And that word in Revelation 13 and 16 is the same word. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm trying to go to the next one. All right, Revelations. Why won't let me click? See what I say? All right, in Revelations 19. It's like it. 14. So I'm gonna get the one in Revelations 14 real quick. Why ain't it let me click, bro? All right, man, let's say it. But this is Revelations 14 and 9. All right. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, okay, and his image, and receive the charagma in his mental or in his hand. You got brothers, see, it just says hand. And then you got then you got Israelites like, it don't even say, or it said, like, you know what I'm saying, showing you that these guys don't really go into these scriptures. They don't tell you that, meaning they're not warning you. If they don't even know what the scriptures say, that means they can't possibly understand or know what it's going into. All right, because Revelation 20 and 4 says either or hand, right? But anyways, it says, okay, now this word here in this verse is the same verse as Rev 13 and 6. Okay, metapon. Again, what you go into the root word is meta. Okay, meta. So when you go, let's see, I have something pulled up with Google. Meta, it says
Meta.
It says of a creative work referring to itself or to the conventions of its genre, self-referential, right? So, and then when you go into it, like, you got all these different examples of people using the word meta. So when you go into the symbolism, all right, Okay, you gotta remember, he searched out a diligent search, and everything he does and everything he shows you, he's already searched out. Okay, it's already to his liking, to his approval. Okay, if you will. In reality, it's the Most High doing all this, man. Okay, because his sins are being revealed according to Isaiah 47. So you look at this symbolism here, right? You see this right here. What that is an infinity sign. Okay, so when you go into like the car infinity, the infinity logo, right? Right, that's what this is, the infinity logo, that number 8. Okay, what this means is that life forever, a continuous cycle. Okay, and this symbol is also used on these shows like Upload. Y'all gotta check these shows out, man. Jake talking about scoff at us, because we watch movies and shows, but like Apostle Tahar said, man, we the men of the Lord know everything, man. We go into everything, man. We go into the words, we go into the Greek, we go into the Hebrew, we go into our history, we watch these movies and these different shows to give you guys, all right, that's new and now it's just becoming seasoned, and especially for us younger brothers and this thing, we give you, this is so we can give a visual aspect of this devil's mind, man. So you see this symbol here, the infinity sign, okay, the same as the meta symbol, which means infinity, exactly what the word says, meaning that they live forever, okay, that they live forever, and that they're trying to not die, okay, they're trying to get the birthright back that they say that we stole, okay, which in reality, in the same chapter and earlier in the verse in the previous chapters, it tells you that it was a prophecy for these things to happen. Okay, but that's the witchcraft and the mind games that Esau play, So that's the imagery of the meta. So let me see. It was something else in here. It says, damn, where it go? Meta. It says, oh, they always change it. All right, let's see what they got. Oh, matter of fact. All right. Let's go here. Meta. Let's see what the etymology say. Okay. This is meta etymology. It says word forming element of Greek origin, meaning after. You see? After. Okay, which is why he said that these billionaires are, they have underground bunkers, and you're gonna have these elites surviving in nuclear destruction, though, because they have to. The elites are going to be building back up the kingdom according to Revelation chapter 20 for 1,000 years, man. You're going to have some of these boogeymen, that survive some of this, man. Okay, it says after, behind, just for a period of time. It says after, behind, among, between, changed, altered, higher, beyond. And then that's really what it's going into, that word right there, beyond. Okay, beyond what? Beyond the physical, which is the spiritual. Beyond what man can understand, which is the spiritual. Beyond the brain's capacity. Okay, because they say we use 10% of the brain, whatever Esau say, but like in the kingdom, because we are limited to our brain capacity, it was just why we can't manipulate the elements like we once could and different things. But the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to give us full capability to access our full 100% of access to our brain, which is why we're going to be able to levitate and do a lot of things, man, when the kingdom is established on the earth. All right, it says by means of, between, in pursuit or quest of, in pursuit or quest of, after, next, after, beyond, behind. So they're in pursuit of everlasting life, man. They're in pursuit of immortality. Okay. That's why they got words like this. You see here it says metaphysics and different stuff like that. So the boogeyman know his words too, man. Let me try to spell the whole thing out. I haven't tried that on here. Yeah, they don't got it. Let's go into what verse means though. It should break down the word verse. like when you add on verse to like universe and different things like that. It says, all right, so that's going into another verse. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it like this. Let's try universe. Let's see if they break it down and what we're trying to accomplish here. Universe. All right. Okay, yeah, because that's the same word, that W-E-R. To raise, to lift. Let's see, it says add a verse, and they give you a different examples. All right, they're not really giving us a lot. Let's go into it. Let me see. Etymology of verse. Let me see. Sometimes, man, you got to do extra research. It says, I know it was something. I can't remember where I found it at or where we saw it at. Bear with me. Let's see what they give for universe. Because that word verse is its own, you know what I'm saying? Verses. Okay, it breaks down to verses and vertier. All right, I'm probably just linking too fast for the sake of time. Uni is one, right? The word universe is one. So that the word verse is turned past particle of vertier. Okay, that's why it's really read universus or universum. That's why they got it like that. So the point is that this man is trying to go beyond the concept of what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has created for us to understand, which is why he got his pseudoscience and he got his different things in place. So if I go back to this video.
Metaverse. In the metaverse.
The metaverse will be the successor to the mobile internet.
The company promises a new...
So he's trying to connect you to the Internet of Things, okay? Because his science is his physical example of the God that he is, the God that he served. That is his God. Like his money and science. Okay, he has to prove it through science, okay? Because science just means to know. The word science just means to know, okay? So I'm going to say, that's why we say pseudoscience, because it's artificial science. It's fake science. It's his version of what he want you to know. That's all it means. So he's trying to connect you to the Internet of Things and trying to make you iRobot, okay? He's trying to make you iRobot so that, you continue you don't have to... So like if I'm sick right now, I have the option to not go to the hospital or to go to the hospital, right? But when you take that digital all, you're his forever, regardless of your situation and your circumstance. You have him. You're constantly going to him because he's in you. He's planted his seed. We go into it all the time. When a woman lose her virginity, she has a protective layer on her woman parts, all right, and it's called a hymen, all right. And when a man goes into her, he cuts her, okay. It's an incision. His rod is an incision, and it breaks that hymen. And when a woman first time doing the do, she bleeds, okay. That's, in the world they call it popping the cherry or whatever. But the point is that's what happens. Okay, so the boogeyman, right? He knows these things. He studied the body of you Israelites to accomplish his mission. In order for him to, they have a book. I posted it in the chat with the brothers. They have a book that came out in 2017, a medical book that goes into the physical pain that each Israelite man and woman, the amount of pain they can take and tolerate. They go into the so-called blacks, they go into Hispanics and the so-called Native Americans. They go into each mindset behind being able to take pain. These are the same monsters that you can read in the book, in the holy book, man, the Bible. All right, going into 2 Maccabees chapter 7 with the 7 children, you know how he was torturing, because he wants to see how, man. Matter of fact, let me get this preset, man. You know, he wants to prove your worth, man. You know, and it's really Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, this is let's go Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. It says we can start at 16. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. Right, because we're clean contrary, like he said in verse 12. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Father, Yahweh, is his Father, which we do. Which, like it says all throughout the scriptures, we proclaim the name of the Lord. We extol him, like it says in Tobit 13. Like it says all through the Bible, man. Like it says in 2 Esdras 2. Or we testify our Savior openly. We push his vibration, his reputation out into the earth. And by doing that, the world is in chaos. By doing that, you see earthquakes in diverse places. By doing that, you see Yahweh Shai coming quicker and quicker with the Michael, Allah, and the angels and the chariots. Okay? By doing that, we're going to be set up back on top and you know, placed back in a position never to cry and weep again. You have wonderful things that happen by pushing the vibration in the image of the Lord. It says, let us see. And this is mindset. Because when you go to verse 1, it says, for the ungodly say reasoning with themselves, right? So this is the ungodly. This is what they do. And they discuss amongst themselves on how to make these things happen. The mindset, you know, different things. All right. It says, 17, let us see if his words be true. And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. So they're trying to prove what's going to happen in the end of us. They test on us and they experiment on us. All right, from the physical to connect to the spiritual, because he's not a spiritual man. That's why he's not going to be able to mark you spiritually. He has to do it from the physical to the spiritual first. He's a carnal man. Okay, he's a carnal man. Let me get that precept real quick in Isaiah. He's a carnal man. He can't do the things that the Father can do. Okay, he's a natural man. Okay. Damn, where I was about to get Isaiah. Hold on, bear with me. I forgot I was about to get. This is what I was about to get, Lord willing. I forgot I was about to get Salakia. Let's get how about Shem Shah? Because it's going to tell you that his chariots is all right, let me just read it. This is Isaiah 31:3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not power. You see, who are the modern day Egyptians? The Babylonians. Who are the modern day Babylonians? The Assyrians. Who are the modern day Assyrians? Who are the one that upholds their ways, and the one that took all the ancient gods, which are all the one, just the same God with different names, and he manifested it into a gigantic beast. And that's what you see here today, that is ran by the man of sin, the wicked, okay, which is Easy. Okay, it says, now the Egyptians are men and not power, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. A horse represents power. So their power, their structure, their system is carnal and not spirit. They cannot attack you spiritually and then physical. The how about Shem Yahweh Shai established the spiritual, and then it manifests itself into the physical. He manifests, the boogeyman manifests himself from the physical, and then it attacks the spiritual. And we read it earlier in Proverbs, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And he knows that. Okay? So when you go back, and we about to close out because I actually got to go to work. This is Wisdom Solomon 2. Going back real quick in 17. So he's trying to prove, you Israelites, man. Let us see if his words be true. And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, and who's the just man? Who's the only people that's considered just in the scriptures? Yasha'Allah, Prince of the Power, the Israelites. That's how you know Cornelius. One of the ways you know Cornelius, okay, was an Israelite and not a heathen. He's a just man. It says, for if the just man be the son of power, of the son of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. And that's exactly what the Lord is going to do. That, man, look, that's exactly what the Lord is going to do. Okay? Just get one quick precept on that, just to back that up. Ezekiel. It says, Ezekiel 35:14, thus said the Lord power, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. They're going to they're going to know that the Lord is the one that did this, man. When you go to Ezekiel 36, in 37, it says, thus said the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will yet for this be inquired of by the house of Israel to do it for them. So he's going to do something for us, right? I will increase them with men like a flock. He's going to multiply us, like it says in Isaiah 60, Isaiah 2, and all the different precepts, as the holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem in her solemn feast. So shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. They're going to know that the Lord did this, man. You know? So, of course, he's going to help us from the hand of our enemies, man. Isaiah 59, the Lord is he's going to come in, man. He's going to set up a standard. When you go into that word standard, it means a way to escape. He's going to set up an escape against the enemies, man. That's why we had something in the past called what? Exodus. We exited and we escaped from our enemy. We exited, you know? 19, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. So he's trying to prove our patience. And what did the Lord tell us? Let no man take our crown, man. The Lord told us all these things already. And what this talking about, this is talking about what this meta thing is going into. This whole, this boogeyman stamp. Okay? Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. They're trying to prove our patience, and the elect are going to actually keep the patience of the Lord, meaning they're going to keep the suffering that it takes to receive salvation, the same suffering that the Lord endured in this realm. Okay, we're going to take on those burdens as we're doing now. We're moving into that, and more as the days go ahead. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. And what's the word? Yahweh Shai, man. I read earlier in Wisdom Solomon 9 in the last verse, we're saved through wisdom. We're saved by the knowledge. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. We're going to only be saved by the faith, and the faith is attached to the wisdom, because we have enough understanding to believe when there seems no way out. It's all connected. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is when this man decides to press the button. Okay? When he decides to press the button. Okay? Because he's showing you right now. And the brother, I forgot the brother's name, but he did a beautiful lesson. All right, I sent it to the brotherhood. But he was reading like this book or some type of document. It was a document. Salakia. And the document said it's like 5 or 6 stages. I think it's 6 stages, you know, because why he's the man of perdition, right? That's his number, right? I'm going to show that real quick. You know, you got different people that comes in. Revelation 13 and 18, here's wisdom, right? Because we're saved by wisdom. So that's going to be the only thing, like I keep quoting Wisdom Solomon 9, that they're going to be able to save us, but that's going to only be able to be the only thing that actually give us understanding of what's going on. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the monster, For it is the number of a man, and his number is 606, which is 666. And that's his number. That's what he attached to. You look at the barcodes, it has those numbers on it. You look at Revelation 17:5. Okay, dealing with Mystery Babylon, the numerical value of that verse, when you break it down to the Hebrew. I got that. If brothers don't know how to do that and never seen that before, I did that on the channel. Just type Kadash SOZ and Revelation 17. I forgot the title, but type that in. You should find it. Right? The Spirit had us go into these type of things already. So his numerical value, he can't get around it. So when you read Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. This says the whole globe, man. And what is the hour of temptation? The hour of temptation is when the boogeyman decides to say that hey man, you can't come into this, right? And don't you see that already? Going into Sweden, Australia, shit. I'm learning different languages, right? I was talking to this chick on one of the apps. She live in Indonesia. She said they mandated the Beetlejuice over there. Okay, they're mandating things over there, like in these different countries, brothers don't even hear about in the news, and that they don't see about. That's not broadcasted. You got smaller countries, you got bigger countries. Africa itself has hundreds of countries in it. So you have different places that you don't read about and that you don't hear about, that they're experimenting and trying these trials and errors on, man. Babylon the Great, right? The place in which we dwell, the melting pot. This place is the last place to get touched, which is why when you go into Isaiah 47, it says, "O virgin daughter of Babylon." A virgin is somebody who never been touched by a man. This place hasn't been touched by these plagues and by these getting touched now, but it hasn't been touched like these third world countries, okay, as of yet. And it's starting to come over here. It's starting to transition. You're starting to see the National Guard being issued to these different hospitals. I just came from the hospital today, literally an hour ago, man, and I saw them through the hospital leaving. They're all over the place. They're roaming the streets. They're setting up bases. You're seeing the vehicles on the trains travel to and fro. Bro, this is not by coincidence, and Jake is still bugged the hell out, man. You got all these prophecies coming to pass. The Lord told us that we wouldn't know the hour or time when he would come. Only the Father in heaven know. But he told us that we would know the season. He said, "Look up, for your salvation draweth near." He said, when you see the leaves on the trees, you know summer is nigh. That's how you know the Son of Man is about to make his entrance. You have different brothers and sisters having visions daily. Okay, daily about Yahweh return, man. Fearful, waking up crying with a headache, about to throw up, sick. They're seeing these visions, man. Crying, little children crying. The Lord is coming, man. And like the elder said, like if what happened to Rap the News doesn't put fear into you niggas, man, excuse my, because people sensitive with words. All right, but when you don't understand that, you just nothing more, nothing less than a nigga. You're nothing more, nothing less with what Esau created you to be, a nigga. And a nigga is somebody that's void of light. So if Rap the News situation, okay, how he mocked Yahweh Shai, his name, and the prophets, how the Lord took him out, he tortured him and he made him suffer, and then he made him think he was healed and he was good. He got out the hospital, and then he brought some more plague onto him, and then he finally took the spirit back. If that don't put fear in you, man, you have no idea who the Lord is. You have no idea what he's about. You have no idea what this thing is about that we're partaking in, and that we're required to establish on the earth. You have no idea what is happening in the world. So the Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation. And it says, verse 11, Revelations 3:11 says, "Behold, I come quickly." The Lord is coming quickly. He said, "Though it tarry, wait for it, but it shall surely come." Because you got Jake that's impatient. Jake don't know how to suffer for the things that they want. That's why you have something called the microwave society, which is what the metaverse and all these different things are connected to. "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." Your crown is your mind. Okay? Don't let nobody take your mind. The boogeyman wants your mind. He wants your mind. Your mind is your spirit. Your mind is connected to your spirit. That's why I read Proverbs 3. I'll read it again. Right? We're gonna get that it's like it. Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his mind, his heart, his lob, so is he. You know, we meditate on the scriptures. We become the scriptures. We become Yahweh Shai. Okay? He said, I see it not robbery to be on the same, to be equal with the Lord. Because Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai is literally, Lord willing, I could do a lesson on that tonight. Yahweh Shai is literally the wisdom of the Father, man. He is the manifestation of the wisdom of Yahweh, man. And then you can find, I'm going to go into it and go into that. You can find it all through the scriptures. But why? So if we think like Yahweh Shai, we become Yahweh Shai. We become connected with the Father. That's why when we disconnected from our way, like when you read in Deuteronomy 4, when we kept the knowledge, it said these people are wise and understanding people who are like them. They're near unto their power. Duh, because we kept the wisdom. We kept the mindset of the Father, the blueprint of how one is to think, move, walk, talk, sleep. And that's Yahweh Shai. So we kept Yahweh Shai. So it says, for as a man, so as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat, drink. That's why it says eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. So the Lord said, your mind is far from me, so therefore you've become defiled. You know, I cannot no longer bring my presence to you, you know, because you're too defiled. I have to turn my face from you. I have to turn my power from being accessible to you, you know. So I'm going to jump back up to 12, but that's why the Lord said this in 20, and then I'm going to read 12 and we're going to close out. It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. What's the door? The door is a representation of your mind. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. Right. So now you have the wisdom to be able to recognize things like the meta. Okay. How this boogeyman is trying to go beyond the creation, how he's trying to go beyond the setup that the Lord has set up and deemed. Because the Lord told you that he have set the bounds according to the children of Israel. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get one quick one real quick. The Lord told you this in Job, in the book of Job. 14. It's like it's 17. It's Job 17. Job 17. Come on now. This thing tweaking. The Lord told us that he have set the bounds where no man can pass, man. Man, this thing tweaking. Alright, so let me go to Job. I think it's Job 7, Slakia. Yeah, Slakia, Job 7. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of a hireling? You know, so every man has their appointed time. The Lord tell you that all through the scripture. Every king had his appointed time to rule. That's why you have a situation where the kings ruled and they fall out. Then you have another king, and then you have everything has its appointed time. So the monster that we all know, this nigga is trying to go beyond that, man. You know. So going back to Revelations, man. Revelations chapter 3. It says, behold, I stand at the door in 20 and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. Go back up to 12. And by doing that, you do this. It says him that overcometh. Now you're able to overcome when this man mandate these things and these different laws. When you got I did a lesson on that. Apostle Tahar went into it too. A lot of brothers went into this, going into the Assembly Bill. What is it? I think Assembly Bill A416 or something like that. Out in New York, you know. That's the man. That's them making this mandate a law. Because you got people that scoff, that be on the comment boards of these news channels, and when you read them, they talk about it's not. You got the one people. I don't know if brothers saw the video when they was in Burger King. It's not a law. The dude was shouting, it's not a law, right? Well, that's what the Assembly Bill A416 is about, man. To make it a law, man. To make it where you can't come against it, where you can't fight it. You know, you're going to have to fight it legally, and then by trying to fight it legally, you're going to lose every time because it's putting the world in jeopardy, man. But you got to go into that bill. Go and type it in your Google, type it into your internet browser, go into the bill and read it for yourself and read what they got into it. I went into it last time. You know, one of the main things they got in there is that they're going to come against people who have radio frequencies coming from their body. I mean, you know, how can one obtain that? It's by this Beetlejuice that they put into these people, you know, and it's this Beetlejuice that these people is taking. I work in the electric industry, you know. They're on everybody's houses. They're putting on their houses smart meters that's reading off radiation. They got these, you know, they got the Babel towers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They got the Babel towers, you know, that's connected to the cell phones, right? If y'all have ears to hear. We got to use code words because they take all our damn videos down, right? The Babel towers that's out here. You got the 1948ers. All right, the small hats over there in Atlanta, Israel, knocking them Babel towers down, man. They was wondering why stuff was foam and shit was coming from their nose and because of these Babel towers, man. You know, but it's all smoke and mirrors though, because they really are the ones behind all of it, man. You know, it's the same people. But anyways, because Amalek is just the chief tribe of Esau, all right? Don't get fooled, you know, by seeing those type of videos. You have to have spiritual discernment. It says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. A pillar, who are the pillars? The elect, okay? And the elect are going to hold up the house of God, the house of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. The Lord will make him a pillar. A pillar holds, you know, if you knock the pillars down, the house falls, man. That's why you're going, like, you know, we live in Cleveland. The majority of Cleveland, all the goddamn houses are on the ground. And they don't even clean it up. They just let the houses sit there. Why? Because all the pillars been knocked down. All the porches, and it's fell down. It says, him that overcome will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. You see? And I will write upon him the name of my power. You see? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai operate from the spirit to the physical. In the name of the city of my power, which is the New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. That's the spirit to the physical, not the physical to the spirit. Like Dee Boogyman. You know? That's the spirit. And that's the Lord giving us a new identity. We're going to have a new identity. Your name carries your identity. Okay? That's why a woman takes on a man's last name. Outside him being the head, she takes on his identity, his image. Proverbs 31, her husband is known in the gate, right? She represents him by her, you know, what he taught her, his image, his name. So the Lord is going to write his new name into his men, those pillars, okay? That new identity that E is not going to be able to defile. I guess we can close out with that. Let me just get this real quick. 2 Corinthians 11. For I am jealousy and two over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as chaste virgins to Hamashiach Yahushai. Meaning, a virgin is someone that's not touched. So no matter what the boogeyman do, he's not gonna be able to touch the elect, man. Wisdom of Solomon 3. Though, you know, they go out in the sight of men, and their departure is taken for misery, but they are at peace, you know. And again, going back to the garden, he always trying to get your mind. And we can finish out with this. 2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, his craftiness, so your minds shall be corrupted from the simplicity, that is in Hamashiach, Yahushai, man. And that's what it's about, because your mind, again, is connected to your spirit. How do you know that? Just keep reading. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushai, the wisdom whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, you receive another mind, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. So the boogeyman is trying to get your mind Do not let him take your crown. Don't let him take your mental, which he's not going to be able to take your mental. Stand strong, keep the faith, and keep fighting, Akim. Okay? Keep fighting. The demons is jumping on us and they jumping off. They jumping on us and they jumping off. Hey, keep fighting, man. Keep fighting, man. We almost out of here, man. Lord willing, this the year, man. Lord willing, this the year. Oh, Salaki, I mentioned the brother was going in, man. But he was going into the document, the documentary, okay, of the 6 stages, and he said that when he was reading them, all the stages that the Boogeyman has set up, they're on track, but they're on track because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua want them to be on track because they're according to prophecy. So right now the stage we in is stage 5, and stage 5 is documented to go into martial law. Or, you know, Walmart. I'm gonna just, damn, I said the word. You can't help but say the shit. But I'm gonna just say Walmart, okay? Walmart. So, because when you break that down, it goes into what I just said, all right? So, stage 5, it goes into Walmart. It goes into mandates and different things. And in stage 6, they said stage 6, they want to be done before 2022 is over with. And stage 6 is the final stage. So that's why we have hope that this is the final year, because the Lord said when you're about to fill your belly, I will, you know, hey, he would disappoint. He's going to disappoint your enterprise, man. He's going to stop your device from manifesting itself until his virgins, man. You goddamn devil. And that's what the Lord is going to do, man. We fed up, man, and we pray and we making haste to the Lord, man. The Lord said we pray. We Isaiah 62. Okay, we praying to the Lord. We making haste that His coming is near, man. And He already told us that His coming is nearer than we believe. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. You know.
Reality, full of avatars and futuristic worlds.
Full of avatars and full of futuristic wealth. Trying to put you into what you think the Space Jam movie was about with LeBron, man. Putting you into the computer of things, the algorithms, right? That's why we gotta watch our words. The algorithm, okay, was trying to get them to stay into that metaverse forever, man.
Today, we're gonna talk about the metaverse. I want to share what we imagine is possible.
It comes as other billionaires are venturing into new realms. It was spreading hate and misinformation on a global scale. From stoking ethnic violence in Ethiopia to fueling a genocide in Myanmar. At least on the surface, promise. Facebook's rebranding may be a cynical attempt to shift focus from its numerous failures.
It sounds like we made a mistake there. I apologize for that. In retrospect, it was a mistake. We have made a lot of mistakes in running the company. It was my mistake, and I'm sorry.
But the metaverse, at least on the surface, promises a new era.
Today, we are seen as a social media company. But in our DNA, we are a company that builds...
you gotta understand, this man's a witch. In our DNA, in our DNA, right? Because, you know, that's what he's trying to grab. He's trying to grab the DNA, okay, which is called the God gene. Okay, that make you up, that make you connected to the Father. He's trying to corrupt that and to be able to put in his version, and that's what the Karagma is, his version to of you know his DNA. Okay, that's why it connects with what that goes through the blood, that Beetlejuice, and it connects with the final part, which is the Karagma.
Technology to connect people. And the metaverse is the next frontier.
So this was an inevitable sort of next step in the evolution of social media, allowing the virtual physical presence of the people that you're connected to from around the world to you.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Mark. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space?
Uh-huh.
Who made this place? It's awesome.
What Mark Zuckerberg is doing.
Salakia, man. It's so much in this video, man. I put you see the title on there. Y'all brothers and sisters can go into it. And this with this devil, I believe I went into this before, like dealing with the word wicked. You know, evil is right. All right, It's how ironic that you got in the Egyptian culture Amun Ra, all right, right, all connected. But when you go into it, because Hebrew is the original language anyway, so everybody, when they pinpoint, they name things, it's all by design, but when you go into that word wicked, it just means to destroy to destroy the mind through the eyes. Okay, Ra, okay, it's the head. Okay, in the Hebrew characteristics, it's the Ra, it's the head, and then you got Shai, it's Rashai, a different form to write it out. I'm talking about wicked. When you say Rashai, and then you got Shah, all right, which is the destroy symbol. It's like a W, okay, destroy, which is why when you go into the word Exodus in the Hebrew, that's one of the characteristics in there. The Lord destroyed, and by water, it deals with the water. So the Ra is the head, the Shah is the destroy, and then you got the eye. Literally, the eye is the eye, like an eyeball at the end. So you put it all together and you make it make sense. Destroy the mind through the eyes, okay? And that's what he's doing through the metaverse. That's why when you saw him pull those goggles closer to the screen slowly to make a point, to emphasize his point.
He's trying to advance his pocketbook. Zuckerberg was the future once. Now it's VR, and he's trying to get into it.
More data makes good business sense.
Facebook has a very clear business model that's driven by the need to gather as
of control.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Just weeks before.
Yeah, man. So that's it on that, man. Lord willing, is edifying. I didn't even expect to go this long, but Lord willing, is edifying to the members of the elect family of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Those pillars, man, that's going to set up the foundation of Israel back into the kingdom. To set up that righteousness, that righteous mindset on the earth. The ones that the Lord through them have mercy on the whole house of Israel. Lord willing, was edifying to those members. Lord willing, I am a part of that member. That's what we hope. We call ourselves the hopeful elect. Okay, you want to be the first fruits of its kind, meaning the first fruit of righteousness. That's an honor, man. That's an honor. Okay, that's something that you want. So Lord willing, this is edifying again. I want to give all honor, glory, infinite praise and worship to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders, a great millstone who rule well, teach well, and sound doctrine. Right? Strong shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Abab.